Well, would you look at that? SMOK's got a new Subohm tank out. Go figure. But this sucker is called the X-Tank, X-Brother, X-Baby. I'm so tired of these babies and babies and babies and babies. How many babies are you going to produce, SMOK? But yeah, like I said, this X-Tank, I'm calling it the X. It just makes it simple. It's got top airflow. Big difference. More convenience, less likely to leak. Yeah, buddy. So here's the packaging for this X-Baby Beast Brother. And of course, inside the packaging, you're going to receive your X-Baby tank. Comes with an extra coil head, which is the M2, which is a 0.25 ohm coil head, recommended vape 30 to 50 watts. Here she is. And you get those slots on the outside. That's to accommodate for the top airflow, which we will get into. But it's a pretty nice size coil. Uses organic Japanese cotton. As you guys can see, you got those feed slots right there. So yeah, these coil heads are much larger than the Baby Beast and the Big Baby Beast coil heads. And here's a Baby Beast or a Big Baby Beast coil head on my left, and look how much smaller it is. And that's just because this thing has bottom airflow, whereas this sucker's got top airflow, and you got those slots, those airflow slots on the side. You got all those slots around the coil, again, to accommodate for the top airflow. That's why this bad boy, the X-Baby Beast coil heads, are a lot bigger than the Baby Beast or Big Baby Beast coil heads. But yeah, with this tank, you also receive an extra glass tube. Comes with some extra O-rings and an extra gasket. You get 2 SMOK vape bands, a warning / quality control card, and last but not least, a SMOK X-Baby tank user manual. So just like all the other Baby series tanks, this sucker's also made of stainless steel. Color options galore. This is the rainbow version, obviously, but I've seen black, red, blue, stainless steel, or gold, and I'm sure they got more colors. She's 24.5 millimeter in width, and she's 54 millimeter in length. At the base, she's got a protruding 510 pin. Threads are nice and smooth, and it also says down here, designed by SMOK. At the top, she's got your standard SMOK whitish bore Delrin drip tip, dual O-ring down at the base, snuggy duggy fit, as you guys can see, but like I said, whitish bore. This is not an 810 drip tip, Kennedy, Goon style, none of that. It's just their own proprietary drip tip, and I think people are getting sick of it, quite honestly, because it is big, it's long, ugly. They could do better. But here's the drip tip catch cup. Like I said, fits snug as a bug. Top fill for this device is the exact same as all other Baby Beast, Big Baby Beast, TFV8, TFV12 devices out there. You just swivel it open, and you got a little slot to fill your juice, and this sucker holds 4 mils of e-liquid. And I wish this slot were just a little bit bigger. I'd like to be able to pour my juice in if need be. It just seems like all the Baby line tanks, the slot, the fill slot's just a little bit too small in my opinion. But when you're done filling her up, you just close her off, push down, locks into place. Now here's what makes this sucker different from any other SMOK tanks that I've seen. You got top airflow. So the top airflow is different, and then the coil heads are different, and it's because they coincide with each other. And I'm going to show you again what I'm talking about. But you got the top airflow up here. You grab a hold of the top airflow ring, and you just twist it. You adjust it. Whatever you adjust on this side is going to be the same as on this side. You can close her off all the way. It stops in one direction, stops in the other, and it is a tight restriction when you first get it. But as you juice this thing up, as you use it, it gets smoother and smoother and smoother. Base unscrews from the tank section. Base and coil head unscrew from the tank section. And here's the 0.4 ohm coil head, which comes pre-installed. 0.4 ohm coil head, recommended vape 40 to 80 watts. They say vapes at its best between 55 and 65 watts. I'm going to go ahead and state it right now. 80 watts is overrated for this. People are going to burn the hell out of their coil heads a lot faster if they're vaping it all the way at 80 watts. 55 to 65 watts, they're right. It vapes at its best at that, but I think people should not go over that with this device. You got your 0.4 ohm coil head in the center. Airflow slots around the outside. Like I said, with the top airflow, that airflow's got to travel down around the coil, underneath, and then back through it. And of course, here's what the base of this device looks like. Everything is nice and clean. Straight out of the packaging. Go ahead and screw the 0.4 ohm into the base section. And here's another thing that SMOK needs to work on. They need to work on the coil head threads. They need to be a little bit smoother. Tank is press fitted into the top cap, and look at her. Top airflow is going to escape around the shaft section. Gonna go ahead and fill her up. And with this device, I don't prime my coil heads. What I do is I fill her up and let her sit for about 5-10 minutes and let that cotton soak up, and I'm good to go. And when you go to close the top cap, you want to push down and lock it into place. If you leave it open like this, it's not going to have a complete vacuum. Check it out. On my left is the X-Baby, the new X-Baby tank. On my right is the Big Baby tank. And as you guys can see, this X-Baby is just a little bit taller than a Big Baby. Pop the new X-Baby on the T-Priv. Nice matchy-matchy, the rainbow with the rainbow. Oh, and she's looking the tits. Got the airflow wide open, ready to vapor. So like I showed you in the close-ups, the coil that I'm rocking in this X tank is the 0.4 ohm coil. I'm vaping her at 58 watts. Got the airflow wide open. You know the drill. The flavor's good. The vapor's good. Love the airflow wide open. Here it is wide open. Smooth as a porn star's ass, let me tell you right now. I mean, she's smooth, no peach fuzz whatsoever. Okay, if I close her off a little bit, smooth, close her off a little bit more. Kind of does get a little whistly, a little turbulent sounding. But if I open her back up a little bit, smooths out, open her wide open. This is the way I like it, wide open. And wide open is a nice restrictive lung hit. For you airflow hogs, you ain't gonna like this. Is the flavor as good as the Big Baby and the Baby Beast? It's not far behind it. It's not quite as good, and let me tell you why. Because the airflow's got longer distance to travel to get to that coil head. But it's good. I mean, it's close to it. Yeah, flavor's rocking. And to me, the airflow off this is a little bit more restrictive than the airflow off the Big Baby and the Baby. So if you're the type of vapor you want a restrictive lung hit, a smooth restrictive lung hit, you're looking for top airflow and really good flavor for Subohm tank, go with this bad boy. Oh yeah, she yields 4 mils of juice like I showed you in the close-ups, 24.5 millimeter tank, about the same size as the Big Baby Beast. Easy peasy swivel top fill like all these other SMOK tanks. Like I mentioned before, because it's a top airflow tank, it's less likely to leak Big Pro. Both the coil heads for this tank been vaping great. Vaped on this thing for 2 weeks, by the way. The 0.4 for 1 week and then the 0.25 ohm for 1 week. Better flavor. I get better flavor from, they're both about the same, to be honest with you. I mean, it's a good tank. If this weren't top airflow, I probably wouldn't have reviewed it, but it is, and that makes it different, and that makes it review worthy. It makes it buy worthy, in my opinion. SMOK's killing it. Yeah, they got a shit ton of products out there, but you know what? They got every type of product out there. Top airflow, bottom airflow, mods that freaking light up, mods that don't. Mods you can run in dual 18650 or quad 18650 or triple 18650. I mean, come on. They got everything you need. The only cons, okay, like I mentioned, the top fill slot needs to be bigger. Also, the drip tip, it is ugly. Sick of looking at this freaking drip tip. They need to make an 810 drip tip. Put in an Ultim drip tip or a color drip tip or a resin drip tip that's 810. Also, this did not come with a 510 drip tip adapter, so you can't use your preferred 510 drip tips. Those are really the only cons that I can come up with. Oh yeah, another one if you want to get nitpicky, this thing does not come with an RBA section. Now, are those cons a deal breaker for this? No. I could deal with this ugly long drip tip. The vape's still good. Damn good. Price point, 30 bucks is what I'm seeing online. That's the average price retail. I'll post links down in the description that's carrying this Mamma Jamma for 30 bucks. Now on to the big question, the big answer of the day. Yes, I'd buy it. I know that was fast, but I want my top airflow devices. I like this device better than the Big Baby and the Baby Beast because of the top airflow. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, liked it, found it entertaining and helpful. If you did like this video, well, then like it down below. And if you want to see more of me, subscribe for more. This is Rip Trippers, and remember, smoking is dead. Vaping is the future, and the future is now.